between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Detroit Lions and the New England Patriots. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the jump.
They run with a fourth-year man. This is Damian Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
70, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Geno now to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Patriots at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Geno. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Able to find Isabella. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Drop 60.
Now Geno. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Rounder, 18 Rounder.
Here we go on fourth. Smith.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted.
It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Wilson.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
First carry for Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them.
Touchdown!
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They hand this off to Harris.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Back to 60. 79 Broncos. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now Smith. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
3rd and 2, Smith. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On the 6. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On 4th down, Smith. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Smith on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready, set. Rig alert, rig alert. Ready.
Harris. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Smith. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They get this out left, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Okay, break. 60 Maverick.
They snap it to Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Pats' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Folk connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
In motion left comes Williams. Here's Wilson to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Amon-Ra St. Brown set a Lions rookie record with 912 receiving yards, and over 60% of those came in the final 6 games of the season. He got better and better as the campaign rolled on. And when they went to him like he was their top receiver, he produced like it as well. And he certainly earned that spot here in his 2nd year, and he gets a first down for Detroit.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
Gets around him. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Wilson.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A 22-yard touchdown ground.
And the Lions have taken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. This is Harris. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Open man here, the tight end Henry. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
possession. Now Wilson. That pass caught. It's Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They go play action with Wilson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll find Williams on the slant. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now a throw here to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. tip of the cap to them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Harris. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. First down, and they go back to Harris.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Harris. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
Out route, and this is Henry with a catch.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run with Harris. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
65 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, Smith escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Here's Smith. Flush to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
So it's a turnover there on a lost fumble, and this 3rd quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. Right back to Swift again on second down. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Once again, it's Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
In motion comes the tight end left. On second down, Swift. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Trey Brown.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Yeah, the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. They'll run with Strong.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
Dragon 60. 79 Broncos.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Demetrius Harris from a yard out.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
This one fielded at the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
From the 36, Wilson
goes with the out route and completes it to Swift.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Looking for right, and he finds him.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To throw is Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Pats are right back in this football game.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game instead of being able to shut the door. It's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Smith's throw here taken in by Isabella. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on second down. Smith, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off. Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that threat. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
On third down, here comes Swift.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. And that'll go as a 57-yard punt with a return of 12. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on third down, Smith.
That's caught by Thornton. And he's got a first down here as he stops the clock, but just 16 ticks remaining.
A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Folk connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.